In Nigeria, for example, we have strength in our entertainment industry, which is one of the soft powers. Our artists are making global waves, right? Our culture is somehow being traded at there. Our image is being projected there. So other countries that have strength in the hard power. And when we talk about hard power, we're talking about the economic strength of a nation, the military strength of a nation, the innovative strength of a nation, right? So, and the ability for a nation to develop military hardware, weapons, medicine, food security, and all. So these are the hard power of a nation. For a country to achieve that global dominance, they have to move from soft power to hard power.
Hello everyone, my name is Odida Abanun Faith and I'm the Chief Liaison Officer of Take Lead Africa. And today promises to be very interactive as I have with me an amazing personality. He is the founder, he is the CEO, and he's the president of the prestigious Take Lead Africa organization. Welcome, Mr. Wisdom Ese Arong. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So today we'll be having a very, very interesting conversation, looking at your track record in leadership and how this intersects between global economies and politics. I have a few questions for you that would enlighten and really entertain us as well. So the first is, how can countries achieve global influence by using their economic strength, particularly looking at Nigeria now, where we are, and looking at the tilt towards political power? So how can we now diversify and utilize our economic strength to achieve global influence?
Okay, first, thank you so much for that question. And when it comes to the global arena, yes, and the global space, there are two things that determines the influence of a country or a nation on the global stage. Okay, first is what is called the soft power, and second is what is called the hard power. So it's either a country has strength in either of these two. Yeah, some countries have strength in soft power, other countries have strength in hard power, and there are a few countries that have strength in both. Right? So let me try to explain the two. Soft power has to do with culture and value.
And value.
Yes, so the ability for a country to sell their culture and value to other nations. Right? Yes, and that can be achieved through entertainment and other media. For example, the English we are speaking today is a secondary language to Africans, right?
Yes.
And if I speak my mother tongue now, my dialect, someone listening to me, even including you, will you understand me?
No.
Yes, but one day nations sat down and decided that this country or continent we are going to colonize, we can achieve that level of influence on them if we cannot communicate, because communication is key. So they decided to sell their language to us, and today we are speaking the English language now. So English language or language is one of the soft powers, right? So you see something like entertainment is also a soft power. And if you see a country like India, right, their Bollywood industries actually selling globally. Right, you see the American movies we watch and all. So not only are we taking interest in their industry, there's also a level of influence going on, right? Okay, we are learning their cultures, we dress like the Westerners, most times we speak their accent, so it's a level of influence, right? So a country should be able to develop that. In Nigeria, for example, we have strength in our entertainment industry, which is one of the soft powers, right? Yes, our artists are making global waves, right? Our culture is somehow being traded at there. Our image is being projected there. So there are other countries that have strength in the hard power. And when we talk about hard power, we're talking about the economic strength of a nation, the military strength of a nation, the innovative strength of a nation, right? So, and the ability for a nation to develop weapons, military hardware, weapons, and all. So these are the hard power of the nation, and also things like medicine, food security. These are hard power. So it's for a country to achieve that global dominance, they have to move from soft power to hard power. Right? They must have strength on the hard power aspect. country, for example, United States of America,
Okay.
they have strength in the hard power and also the soft power. Yeah, that's why
Hollywood
they are a
and
global leader today, right? China is trying, but they have a lot to do when it comes to soft power, selling their language, because now the influence is limited because most countries cannot speak the Chinese language. So they have a lot to do in selling their language and ensure that people actually speak their language, but that penetrating the market, they are doing very well. And with time now, yes, the story might change.
From what you said now, so countries should move from the soft power now to the hard power.
Hard power, that's what can give you that global dominance.
So talking about Nigeria now, where do you think we are focusing majorly on currently?
Okay, Nigeria is an emerging country currently, and the only strength I can say we have right now is the entertainment industry. That's the industry that is actually selling the name Nigeria as today, right? Yes, but I believe that with time now, we are going to gain more strength in the hard power. We are going to build our economy to a global standard, to attract foreign investors and also achieve food security. We have a massive arable land, so we have an advantage. What we need to do and what our leaders need to do is to invest in agriculture. It's one of the ways we can strengthen our hard power through food security, which is one of the indices for hard power. So Nigeria can, leverage on its strengths, yes, and also ensure that our economy we do more in ensuring economic stability, right? So, and economic stability and other hard power. And with time, we can build weaponries, achieve independence in hardware production, innovation, and the rest of the things. So we need to also focus on the hard power. That's the only way we can achieve that global dominance. Nigeria has a population, right? Most populous country in Africa.
Yes.
Right. Third second economy in Africa. We used to be first, now we are third.
Wow.
Yes, it's not a bad thing.
Wow.
We are making progress. With time we overtake, right? But we need to do more in ensuring that the leadership in Nigeria, are on their toes. They're putting the interests of the country at heart and ensuring that their policies is tailored towards ensuring that Nigeria gain. Already we have a name, like I always say, Nigeria is a popular country beyond the shores of Africa. We are popular. We are loud.
That's true.
We are very loud. So it just needs we strengthening our hardware aspects, and this country will blow like mad. I don't want to use that word, but it's fine.
All right. So you spoke about the need for Nigeria to focus on the hard power, and then you mentioned economic strength, political strength,
security.
And economic strength. Now we have food security, political strength, innovation, and then military strength.
Yes,
right?
military.
Okay. So now, how can we increase our competitive advantage through leadership? Let's highlight leadership now, the quality of leaders we want to see now from Nigeria and then eventually in Africa as a whole.
Okay, I think leadership problem is an African thing, right? It's not only particular to Nigeria. Yes, African thing. And I believe, yes, like I always say, these guys, not that they're doing nothing, they're all playing their part, but just that their part is not enough, to give us the desired result we deserve as a continent, right? Given our vast resources, given the workforce, yes, and the youth energy in the African continent, I believe and the level of our education as well. Nigeria is an educated country, right? So, and not only Nigeria, other African countries too, they're educated. South Africa, Ghana.
Yes.
So they are highly educated. So what we are getting wrong is leadership. People at the helm of affairs. Because I always say leadership is the foundation. It's foundation at which other things rest upon, right? If a leader stand firm and say, okay, this is what I want to achieve, everybody will adjust, right? If the leader comes and fight corruption, by example, all his cabinet members, appointees, are going to adjust.
Exemplary leadership.
Yes. So because they understand that the new sheriff is in town. Whoever steals from the pulse of the nation goes for it. If that is not by example, it's the way they're doing, they're speaking grammar. It's a simple thing, understand? But we have leaders who are compromised, and it is very, very difficult for a compromised vessel to hold others responsible because you're not leading by example. That's where Take Lead Africa comes to play, right? Because as one of the biggest leadership communities in West Africa, our role, our primary objective, and goals are to raise leaders in governance, in technology, and in business, right? So, and we are putting in the structure, we're putting in the facilities to ensure that we raise the next breed of leaders in Africa, right? People that we raise transformative leaders, people that have the interests of the continent at heart, people that will lead by example, people that will ensure that our resources are maximized for the productive use of the African continent. So that's why we are committed to ensuring that, yes, in Nigeria, in Africa at large, we raise leaders that can take the hands of Africa, right, in the continent and give us the result we desire.
This is very beautiful, sir. So we should shift from looking at the general African continent as the problem and looking at the specific leaders that are there and how we can change the quality of leaders that go to this leadership position.
For example, that's what you're saying is accurate, because if you go to a country like Rwanda, for example, yes, and that goes back to what I say, leadership is everything, right? When the right leader is in power, everybody will adjust. Even the system will adjust. Everything will adjust. Go to Rwanda, I've observed, I've read, I've heard stories that the leader is doing very well. Rwanda is doing very well. The economy is doing very well. And, it's attracting the tourism sector now. The man is able to develop it, and they're doing very well.
Foreign investors.
So, yes,
wow.
Foreign investors. Everyone wants to go to Rwanda to go for holiday and the rest.
Wow.
So that's what leadership can do. Yes.
Wow. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure having you.